Hello, it's Jay here again and welcome to another video. So in this lesson I just want to fix a couple of things before we move on with anything else. So let's have a look at one of the issues. If I hit play, as you know, we can hold a block and we can release a block. The problem is we can keep doing that continuously. And that shouldn't be the case. Once we've released a block, we should not be able to hold a block again until that released block gets to the bottom or can go no further by hitting another block. So we're going to begin to fix that in the spawn block script. And firstly, we'll create a new variable. Now this needs to be of type public static and of type bool, and we'll call this underscore unable to hold block. We'll close that off and we'll quickly put this into the comments. So create a variable to store if we are able to hold a block or not. And we're going to come to the void start, and I'll put it with the rest of the variables. We're setting to false. Unable to hold block is equal to false. And we'll just put that we're setting that to false on startup in the comments. To false on startup. So now we've created the variable and we've set it to false on startup. We need to come to these two functions, or sorry, if statements. Hold block and release button is in the void update. And what we're going to do is if import get button down, hold button, we're going to add a double and, unable to hold block, double equals true. I'll break the line up for commenting, so let's move the original comment up one line. And then below we're going to say and, unable to hold block equals true. Sorry, that should be, shouldn't be equals true, should be equals false. Providing equals false, then we can proceed on to hold a block. Sorry about that mistake. I've actually tried to record this video half a dozen times now, and yeah, it's messed up every single time. So hopefully this time will be correct. So I'm not going to start again just because of that one mistake. Let's carry on. Release button. So if we release a block, then we want to set unable to hold a block to equal true. And we're going to say in the comments and also set unable to hold block to equal true. And we'll save that off. Sorry, that's what I was thinking of when I was doing this line. I was thinking, because I'm always trying to think what I'm doing, which bit of code I'm doing next, and yeah, I just completely messed that up. So with that said, now let's open the block movement script. So Providing unable to hold block equals false, like it will be when we start the game, we can hold a block. When we release a block, it's set to true. Of course, once we reach if I come to the move block script at the bottom, once we've hit freeze constraints, we need to set it back to false so we can hold the next block if we wish. And we're just going to do this in exactly the same manner as we set spawn next block to true. We'll reference the spawn block script dot unable to hold block to equal false, and we'll just put that we're setting that to equal false, and you can put in the spawn block script if you wish. So of course, if it's just a normal block we haven't held, it'll already be set to false. That line will make no difference. But of course, if that's not the case, then it will reset it back to false and we can hold the next block. So let's just test this out. Let's downsize Visual Studio. We'll hit play. So let's hold a block and we'll release it. But now, if you can hear, I'm trying to hold a block and it won't let me. But once we hit the bottom, freeze constraints is called. Can we hold the next block? Yes, we can. So that is one problem fixed. So let's have a look actually. So this one isn't causing a glitch in game, but as you can see, we always end up with 2 yellow errors in the console. And we'll come to play GUI. So although this isn't causing an issue in game, this is more about a little bit of professionalism in your code. Not having the console, your debug tool, throwing in an error when it no needs to be. So let's come here to the left side GUI, and it's this GUI block where we draw the next block GUI, and we're going to come above that, we're going to create an if statement. So if next block GUI does not equal null, come to the end of the line, we're going to open and close brackets, and then we're going to take this GUI block, we're going to cut and paste that inside the brackets. So now this block of code is only being called if it does not equal null. Basically, if we have something in the next block GUI, and of course when it does equal null, now this code won't be read. And that will prevent one of the yellow errors. So I'll quickly put if next block GUI does not equal null. Let's save that off. Now if we come to the console, we should only get 1 yellow error this time. And we do. So let's come again to the left side GUI, And this time we're just going to do the same for the held block. So held block GUI, the GUI draw texture block. If open and close brackets, held block GUI does not equal null, come to the end of the line, we'll open and close brackets. If held block GUI does not equal null, and we'll cut and paste that GUI draw texture block into that if statement. And I'll quickly just tidy everything up. So let's just save that off. We'll downsize Visual Studio. Now when I hit play we should get no yellow errors, which now we do not. So let's stop that there. We'll leave it there for this lesson. As always, I hope you enjoyed this lesson. I hope to see you next time. And as always, until then, bye for now.